Martin Morris. I'm Chief Executive of the NAFEMS organisation. Well, NAFEMS is a not-for-profit organisation and we're dedicated to engineering simulation technologies. Engineering simulation is something that's used in many different companies in many different ways, but it's often difficult to make sure that you've got results that you can rely on and that are definitely reliable. So NAFEMS exists in order to try and help engineers in these different associations, in these different organisations, to make better use of what's available within the technology and to get results that they can rely upon. NAFEMS started back in 1983 with funding from the UK government, and at that time people in the industry were just starting to make use of finite element technologies, and there was a lot of concern that the answers could be wrong and that planes could fall out of the sky, ships could fail, things could go wrong. So a group of industrialists got together and formed a group to look at the problems that might occur with the use of the technologies. And government funding was given to that initiative, and from there on there were different projects to look at what could go wrong. And a lot of the early work was done in terms of developing benchmark test cases that the software vendors could use to find out problems in the software. And they did find problems. The software didn't do everything it should have done back in those early days. Over time, those problems were eradicated and the work of NAFEMS has evolved, but there's still a lot to do. So whereas the software now is very reliable, very robust, the people in the process can still make mistakes, still get things wrong. And so we have a lot of work to do, and we continue to develop best practice guidelines and to work with training people and trying to ensure that the people themselves are able to make effective use of simulation technology. The reason why NAFEMS exists today is to try and make sure that everybody can make use of the current technologies that are available, that they can be aware of new technologies that are emerging. New techniques are coming out all the time, more sophisticated models are being developed, high performance computing is enabling people to do a lot more sophisticated analyses, and different technologies continue to emerge. We want to make sure that people in industry are aware of what's available and are aware of the limitations, things that work well, things that might not work so well, where they might need to get some external assistance. So we continue to work with industry to make sure that they have effective use of simulation and that they're aware of any problems, any potential dangers, but also aware of the opportunities of making better use of simulation. NAFEMS has a lot of different regional activities. So in different regions around the world where we have a significant number of members, then we put on events which we allow people to get together and to exchange information about things that work well, things that don't work so well, a lot of technology and information exchange. So we have 7 different regions around the world where we're currently active, and in each of those regions we put on events. In addition to that, every 2 years we hold an International World Congress, and that alternates between being in Europe and being in North America. And on the years in between our World Congress, we organise different regional conferences. So this year, for example, we've organised 5 different regional conferences. We've had one in Sweden, one in Germany, one in America, this current one here in France, and then our final one next week is in the UK. Well, at all of our different events, we bring together people from the research community, from the academic community, from industry, and from the software community. And we're trying to pull out all the different messages relating to the different technologies that are available. So we're looking at things like verification and validation, comparison between test and simulation, robust design, optimization. Modelling materials is a particularly difficult topic, and the more advanced methods that are available is something that's coming out in this conference and the other conferences that we organise. So a variety of different events across different industry sectors that we bring out all the different messages that are relevant to different people today. Different companies come to NAFEMS for different requirements and have different reasons for joining, but one of the most common reasons is just to be part of the analysis community and to meet up with like-minded individuals and to exchange information, experience, and to make new contacts and new friends and business colleagues. But specifically, they may come to NAFEMS because they might want to present an idea, to project themselves or their company, and to give themselves a voice within the community, or to learn, to gain experience from other people, perhaps from attending the different seminars or conferences, or we offer a range of different training courses, classroom courses, e-learning courses. Members of NAFEMS have access to these at preferential prices, and so learning is often a key reason why people will become a member of NAFEMS. And another reason is the different technical publications that we've put together. So we've put together over 150 different guidance documents which are produced by the different technical committees that NAFEMS have, focused on different areas of technology. These are very useful guides written for people in industry, and having access to those publications is a further reason why people will become members of NAFEMS. Last year we undertook a simulation capability survey. So we did an extensive survey of our members to look at what different types of technologies they were using, the areas where they were getting the greatest benefit from technology, the areas where they were having the greatest difficulty and wanted to see some improvement, and what their thoughts were in terms of the trends for the future, in terms of the different types of simulation technology, areas where their usage was expected to increase, and on occasion areas where the usage might decrease. So a lot of key messages coming out of that which were of great interest to other people within industry, but also to the software developers who are listening to the messages coming out from our members and developing their software accordingly. If anybody wants to find out more about NAFEMS, the benefits of being a member, and further information on the different activities we undertake, the best thing is to look at our website, www.nafems.org.
It's all too